Boats, boats, boats! Brisbane Yamaha knows boats.
Hi, I'm Aaron, the owner of Brisbane Yamaha, and today I've got you a beauty. You know I love Yellowfin. Now, Yellowfin's the biggest selling plate boat in Queensland. Why? Well, it's the R&D, the quality, the ride. Now, let's have a look at this. This is a rear console 6.2. Now, from the front, you can see it's on that awesome Yellowfin aluminium trailer. These things are fantastic. We almost never have any problems with them. They're light, they're strong, they're easy to change, easy to maintenance, easy to wash out. You know, this is a 2,300 odd kilo ADM on it, so you need the breakaways on it, right? It's a serious boat for a 6.2. Now, we have put the catch and release because someone's probably using it. So the thing is, even with Brisbane Yamaha, every boat, nearly all boats, don't hit me with a tinny, have a wheel, a spare tyre, a spare wheel, because you get everything at Brisbane Yamaha. And maybe that's why we sell so many boats. But have a look at this back here. So we've put the catch and release, we've seen that, I've done YouTubes, I'd put them on every boat. This is a bow mount. Now, look down that hull, because the hull's where all the genius and all the fantastic work happens. Enormous amount of R&D has happened to get that hull to perform, and you'll see it in a minute. There's no cars in the car park, so it's going to be choppy and it's going to be horrible out there, but that's what you people like to see because you're sickos. Now, have a look at this. You love to see Dan and I suffer. Now, 6mm hull. Now, 6mm, do you need 6mm? It's harder, it's never going to break. No, boats don't break anymore, right? Not even the Scheisenhausen ones, but certainly not these. Why do you have 6mm? It's heavier, it rides better. 4mm sides, fully welded side decks and gunnels, and this chine down here. The welding, the construction of Yellowfin is just at the highest level you could get. And that's why they're so popular, and everyone who owns one wants to tell you about it. You know, even like 32mm grab rails, you could lift that up and have a look at these. Look, you know, it's solid, it's industrial, it's military grade, because it's a Yellowfin. We'll come down the side and make sure you have a good look at it, Dan, because it's absolutely beautiful. You know, what an awesome boat. Now, why do you have, because it come to my attention just last week, a lot of the southern people don't understand us northerners or the Queenslanders. Why would you have a console? Why would you have a rear console? Because boats ride along, they go like that. The further to your front, the more you move. As you get to the back, it's a lot calmer. And we have chop and we go a long way when we go fishing. We don't just go out into the bay, or we're not drifting around catching the tuna down there or catching snapper in the bay and whiting. We're out there hunting for pelagics and hauling in fish, you know. Now, so here's 6.2. It's got everything, so live bait tanks, it's got zip weights on it. You know, because it's good, you can see the scuppers there, you can see that transom, you can see that awesome 150 Yamaha with the Yamaha hydraulic steer built in. So if you want down the track, you can go and put Helmmaster on it with autopilots and self-drive and fish lock. You can see this thing even comes with burley buckets. And that transom's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Look at, it's just lovely. Good sized dive ladder, easy to clean. Checker plate flooring, and we can put in rubber floors, we can put in sea deck, we can clip in a carpet. Make no mistake, a lot of people now are just doing clip-in carpet because it's easy to change, it's soft on your feet. At the back, you've got these awesome bait station, you know, with 10 tackle trays. That actually holds a tackle tray in, which is a pretty good idea when you're going around and it doesn't move. Yeah, just a little attention to detail at Yellowfin. Get under to the batteries. Dual batteries will be in there, all with isolation switch, all that. Really good, and Yellowfin's just got these transom doors down pat. You won't find any better. Isolation switch on the side there, easy to get to. A really clean transom. Feet can go under, you can lean up against it in big seas. Dan, have a look at this live bait tank there. Have a look at that. You could wash a kid, wash a small girl in there too, you know. I could put my feet in there, have a spa bath. You can put mullet in there, slimies. It's huge. I don't know how many litres, it'd be 70, 100 litres, something like that. It's massive. All locks up, good, solid steel, fiberglass, stainless steel rod holders that won't move. 3 at the back here, sinker holders. Now, up here, let's have a look here before we get to the concept. 240 litres of fuel tank underneath. That's more than a 44-gallon drum, right? So it's massive holding. You can see it takes 6 people. Under here, storage in the step. You know what I'd put in there? Gaffs, things. You can always got storage. Under here, a big locker. You can put a couple of batteries for the Minn Coda. Now, it was interesting. I was looking at some boats down south, and they don't do a lot of Minn Codas. See, we in Brisbane, we cross over between down south and up north. So we do Minn Codas, we do cabin boats, we like fishing boats. And what we do in Brisbane Yamaha, we specialise in the fit up. So if you're thinking about something to electric motor, whether it's a Minn Coda or a Garmin, we've already done it. If you want some trim work, we've already done it. If you want some electronics, we've already done it. In fact, I bet you there's nothing you want to do that we haven't done 1,000 times. Maybe not 1,000 times, but we've done lots. Up the top, good area. Now you get 3 seats, but we didn't put the seats in it. So you got 5 different seat positions here. Up here, have a look at this, Dan. Come on, stay with me. Have a look here, Dan. You've even got a bit of plastic in there. Well, it's that cutting board stuff. So you chuck your anchor in. That's a massive anchor well because you'd need it. And it doesn't damage the boat. Another little text. Lights, back here. Now, so, side concealed. Got a couple of land gauges, zip weight controls, VHF radio, storage under there. Put your flares, life jackets away. Good switches. And this boat, we normally put a 12-inch Garmin in it. It hasn't gone in yet, but you can have whatever you want because we sell them all. Let's go in the water and see how this baby rolls, hey? It's half a crap day today. It's pushed up. There's no other cars, no other boats in the car park because the waves are pushing up. But this Yellowfin, and what we'll have to do, there's actually a trawler beside us working. Now that's interesting. Trawling for prawns during the day. Only in Queensland that. And look at the back here. I love prawns. But I don't know, how do they go on the bottom? Have a look at this. Look at this big mark here where they're just scraping, just ploughing the bottom. I don't know, but I do love prawns. You know, so here we go. There's that prawn trawler, here's Dan. And have a look at this getting along. I tell you, these Yellowfin really are another level. I'm doing 19 knots over this waves. Dan standing back is soft. Right, you can hear some of the waterproof compartments rattling, mainly because the speed. Oh, it's open. I'll just shut a compartment. I forgot to shut it. So we're getting along. Dan's at the back. We took the seats out of this and put him in another boat. I like the 3 seats across the back, you know, but I also like in the centre console, standing up here. I feel a little bit like Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, king of the world. And I tell you, if you buy a Yellowfin, you'll feel like king of the world too, because have a look at this thing. These waves are just standing up. They're like the saw blade. They're like the teeth on a saw blade, just standing straight up. But this boat just is eating it. Hopefully that drone can show that. Just straight over, we're doing 20 knots, soft. Doesn't matter what direction I go in, And it doesn't matter about these little sharp, nasty little waves. And if anything, you'll get at this. You know, if you're in Moreton Bay or you're up north or Victoria, one day Victorians will understand a centre console. But it's probably because it's too cold down there. Have a look at this thing. I tried it, it'll do 75. I'm not going to do it out of here because Dan made me promise I wouldn't. Because that drone got me, but have a look at the go that this 150's got. Woohoo! Hang on, Dan! Woohoo! This 150, I tell you, they are just a great motor. So much guts, such good fuel economy, you know, and have a look at this. You know, I was doing about 60 Ks before, straight into a wave over, jumping. Here, Dan, hang on there. And it's soft, and it lands. You see that? I tell you, me and the kids, if I was out here with a couple of my boys, we'd be across a Tangalooma in about 15 minutes. Because this thing is a rocket ship. What's that? And in the waves, you can see them popping up. You know, there's no other boats out here. Because no one else today's got a Yellowfin out here. You know? I'm just glad I'm not in one of them back crushers. You know, look at turning around. Look at this. You got over a metre of wave, and I can just treat it with contempt. If I was out here looking for a spot, you know, the snapper are on, or I'm chasing billies, absolutely no problem at all. Very sure-footed, turns in itself, and it's like a sports car. It just sits there, you know. Let's have a look. So I've got on this, I'm gonna turn around, we'll see what it's like in a follow and see, Dan. So turn around on here. Hopefully that, just turn around. I'm not even wet, you know? So we'll look there, but what I'll do, instead of just sitting on the back of a wave, you know, let's see what happens when I roll over one. Let's have a look at this one. Woohoo! Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you know why? R&D. That stuff doesn't happen. Engineers build it. Craftsmen. You know, people who love their job. Building, designing, constructing quality Australia's best plate boats. And that's who we've got building these things at Yellowfin. Have a look at this. 23 knots. Perfect speed. Not the slightest problem. Turning it. It's not going to surf. It's just grabbing hold and just acting like a boat should. Look at it. I hope that drone's got us, Dan. This is a really good boat. This is a very, very responsive boat. Now let's have a look here. Let's just say we're hooked up on a billy. All right, and we're going to reverse up. I don't know if I'd stand there, Dan, but oh, we're chasing a fish. It's gone out the back. We're going over waves. Dan's the angler. If I was Dan, I'd get him. I'd turn it around. So you don't have to do much of this when you're in a centre console because you can move it around the cabin. But I just wanted to show you these Yellowfins, how good they are. You know, doesn't matter about that horrible 1.5 metre chop, you know, come rising up and off. Listen to that Yamaha. Did you hear it change gears? You know, reverse to forward. So smooth. They're another level of engineering as well. And I suppose that's the thing. If you want a good boat, you need a good motor, right? Yamaha's just the undisputed best motor. And Yellowfin, what a combination. And then to make it all work, Brisbane Yamaha. Now we've got the full range of Yellowfins in the yard. All of them. I think I got like 13, 15 of them at the moment. They're all there just to have a look at it. We'll take you on the water. You know, I'll even take you if you want, but it'll probably be one of the mechanics, because so you can ask them questions, and they're really good at driving boats. But have a look at this thing here. You know, follow and see. I've got to tell you, you would be lucky to find a better boat than this. Look at it, boom. Sprays it out, no one's wet. Wind's blowing a gale, my hair's blowing in the breeze. I had a lot of comments last week about how people like my hair, wanted to know where they got it so they could get the same cut. No, I can't tell them, don't want them to have it, it's too special. If you want a special haircut and a boat to go with it, go to brisbaneyamaha.com.au. All the Yellowfins are there. And if you're looking for a Yamaha part, yamahaparts.au. Everything's there, it's the easiest site, it's exclusive to us. And if you just want to have a look at boats, come to the yard. It's Australia's biggest and best. I'm very proud of the guys that work there. I'm very proud of this boat. And I'd be bloody proud to sell you a boat. So come to the yard. I'd love to say hello to you.